Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, you ready to laugh? Or you ready to see if he can still make you laugh? Hey, I've been working with him all week. I'm a little nervous. Come on, Tyrone, make me laugh. I told him it's a popular name this week. Erykah Badu has a very popular song out. You better call Tyrone. TYRONE Pierre. Everybody's out. I see all of the corporate people, the bigwigs out tonight. I told him, you know, the city has come a long way with the black arts, with the same guy that runs the Department of Public Works. His night job is a stand-up comic. I'd like to be a fly on the wall in the office sometimes. Andre Lee Ellis of Andre Lee Ellis and Company. Very happy to be here. Wisconsin is blessed to have two African-American theater companies, and both of them right here in Milwaukee, Andre Lee Ellis and Company and the Hansberry Sands Theater Company, and we're both real proud to be a part of this community. Hey, Tyrone gave me a few minutes. He wanted me to make sure that you guys were ready for him to come. You ready for TYRONE Pierre? Even though you're ready, I'm still taking my few minutes. You shouldn't have gave them to me. I'm taking my minutes. Listen, it was 1970 when I first met TYRONE Pierre Dumas. He was performing at Vibes at Garfield Park. Yes, at that time I was 10 years old. Let's see, 60, 70, 10 years. I was 10 years old. And I walked up to Mr. Pierre after his performance. I said, Mister, when I grow up, I'm going to be a star just like you. And now he's the director of Department of Public Works. Hey, what we were yesterday doesn't necessarily mean we're going to still be that tomorrow. Because, Tyrone, don't quit your day job. That's only because we like having him where he is. He does a fantastic job. Couple of brief announcements. This weekend, tonight and tomorrow, Strutting Uptown is over at the Lincoln Center for the Arts, Lincoln Middle School for the Arts. Capita Production, Strutting Uptown. I saw it last weekend, and you know, you all were sitting here listening to the 70s music. It's a 70s thing, especially with those of us that are between mine and Tyrone's age. I wonder why we keep going back to that. We're not trying to think of the year of 2000. Be a little older. But anyway, Strutting Uptown is at Lincoln Middle School of the Arts. Capita Production presents that. Also, tonight and tomorrow, the Kofi Dance Company, Harvest Festival 1997. Yeah. November 14th and 15th, 8 p.m. at the Paps Theater. Listen, tickets $10, $15, $20, $25, $30. That's tonight and tomorrow. I told Tyrone before I came out, I said, now look, you don't be funny. Kofi might get a few extra people. But if Tyrone gets done soon enough, you might can make it over there and catch a little bit. If not, tomorrow, the Harvest, Kofi Dance Company. Also, we want to welcome the return of TYRONE Pierre. I get to read, I love to read. Tyrone's return is for two good causes. 100 black men and frontiers for the ultimate benefit of young people. Would members please stand up? That's the one thing about these lights. I can't see you very well, but you can see me. So I don't know how many people stood up. But the Frontiers president is Mr. Jim Allen. If you could raise your hand, please, sir. All right, Jim, wherever you are. 100 Black Men, president and executive director. Omotola Kun Omokunde and William Rogers. If you're here, please stand up. Of course they are. That's what's written down. I'm following my script. Always looking for a few good men and women to assist in their efforts by joining, so see them after the show if you are interested. On-site donations to either group also accepted. Can't do nothing without them donations. You guys are ready for Tyrone. I got quiet. I said, let me see how ready. And I know the question, he better be funny. Especially black people, black men. I know the brothers, Tyrone friends, you know, we hike it up in the back and on that one knee. And he better make me laugh. Some of y'all been having that conversation this week. You think Tyrone gonna be funny? Well, was he funny back then? Is it funnier now? I don't know. But I sure know he got something in store for you. I would ask the ultimate question, how many people here remember the 70s? But everybody, everybody do. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you my friend and yours, and hey, don't get any ideas when this is all over. Don't think you're gonna get any special favors out at the airport or anywhere. Now, I was down at that show tomorrow. You sure know you made me laugh. Can I get some free tickets? We'll do that. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from, where you from, boy? From his mama's house. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and let's give a nice, warm, heartfelt welcome for your friend and mine. Here to make you laugh, Mr. Tyrone Pierre.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love here today. Yeah, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer. For only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love here today.
Come on. All of you who don't get the rhythm, you'll get it by the end of the time.
Punish me with brutality.
Talk to me
so you can see
what's going on.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah,
What's going on? What's going on? Oh yes, Marvin Gaye. Now remember, I can't see nobody, so if I say something to you, you ain't used to hearing, we'll still be friends on Monday. This preacher was going over, he had been summoned to one of the remote areas of the world, and he was going to save some of the villagers. And he went over and he was walking through the jungle, and he looked, the preacher looked, and he saw this lion, and the lion saw the preacher. Preacher didn't know what to do. Preacher just took off running. He was hauling. He figured that he couldn't outrun the lion. Preacher just dropped to his knees. Oh, Lord, I'm a preacher. I'm here to save. I'm a missionary. I'm here to save the people. This lion, don't let this lion eat me. And it got real quiet. Preacher opened up one eye, looked to the side, didn't see nothing. Opened up the other eye, looked to his side, looked, and the lion was kneeling too. The lion was praying. Preacher would like this God. He said, you know, I didn't know lions prayed. Lion said, you pray, and I'm saying my grace, I'm gonna eat your ass up. Now, do you know, what if Tarzan had been black? You ever thought about that? Now, it wouldn't have been, now, I done been to Africa. Now, I know Tarzan ain't all he choked up to be. Now, if Tarzan had been black, first off, the reversal had been there. He would have been, because I see something, brother, he would have been flying through the air going, No, because that other dude sung off tune. In black households, we say, Junior, turn that TV off. And then he'd be talking to his woman. Say, Willa Mae. See, I don't know too many black women named Jane. So I named it after my sister-in-law. I did, it's the truth. Say, Willa Mae, baby, what you cooking for dinner? Oh, Tarzan, I'm cooking some giraffe neck bones, some bush greens, and I got some Oasis desert cornbread in the oven for you. And if you want, I'll mix you up a batch of that coconut Kool-Aid. Well, baby, why don't you go on down? I'm going down to the corner of Jungle and Vine, and if you want me, just send my son. Well, they wouldn't call him boy. We already know that don't work. So, baby, if you want me, just send little man to get me. So I'll dig you later, baby. Like you're trying out for the Temptations or somebody. Black Tarzan, that's my writing. Thank you. What about this guy? What was he doing in the 70s? Well, I can tell you, we're gonna light a candle for Bill. See, because Bill had a rough time in the 70s, because he didn't inhale. In fact, I'm gonna give you some of Bill Clinton's theme music from the 70s. I think this would have been one tune he would have loved.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. The music loud, women walk.
Don't he look like a woman's man? No time to talk. Ask Paula Jones. Now that was his theme song. Now what do you think Bill Clinton's, if he didn't inhale, what do you think happened to his brain after somebody else inhaled? I think it went like this. That's why he got such memory lapses about what happened in the 70s. Bill Clinton, staying alive. I call him the solar energy president, because no matter what happened, he just keep absorbing it. It just go in. Now, I know, they put out a call the other day and said they want ladies who have been sexually harassed by Bill Clinton to call this 1-800 number. So don't y'all make a beeline out here to the telephone right now. But this record is apropos for that. Hold on, I'm coming. Now, in the 70s, all of us who danced to this record know that it did have two meanings. When you was at the dance place, it was like, oh yeah, yeah, baby, yeah, hold on, I'm coming, yeah. When you got home, it meant a whole different thing. But Bill Clinton, this guy, now actually I have a picture of the Al Gore, because I think he need to hold on, because I think he coming. Yes, there will be political humor tonight. And no, I don't care. Now, another person I think we can't forget about in Bill Clinton life is Hillary. And you remember back in the 70s, they had this thing called, y'all remember the hustle? Now just think of Bill and Hillary doing the hustle, and just imagine them two dancing. I'm going to show you. some kids of the 90s. Now here's the cat. I'm getting ready to show you a picture now. I don't want no laughing. That's me. Goldfinger. That's my baby picture. Now, I look ugly, don't I? I'm 45. Now, you imagine what it looks like. Oh, yeah, that's a bad tune. I like that. That baby had a golden touch. In fact, was born so light, my mother sent me back 3 times to make sure that I wasn't the wrong baby. They had to toe tag me. I had blonde hair and blue eyes. And my cousin George said I was the ugliest baby he ever seen. But I like Goldfinger, see? That's my thing. Now I'm gonna show you what a real nice grandbaby looks like. Now ain't she cute?
Baby, oh baby.
Now she kind of looked like a grandpa. I think a little bit. Now that's a baby.
Baby, oh baby.
Now Chaz is like 5 years old. And if she was here tonight, she'd turn the place out. Because these 5-year-olds pick up something. My 2-year-old grandson is walking around going, mama no, mama. I said, what is he saying? He says something of a phenomenon. Boy, ain't but 2, how he know what that is? And I made a mistake one time in front of Chaz. Let me stop this once now. Let me stop this once. Now, I made a mistake in front of this girl one time. I have this habit of saying shit. And if you've ever hurt your hand in a car door or dropped something in the room, you don't say, oh gosh darn it. No, you say, oh shit. And I messed around in the house, little baby running around, I messed around the house and said, I did something, I said, oh shit. Next thing I know, this baby walking around going, dit, dit. Oh, dit, and then got it right. Didn't know where to use it at, you know. Get out that room. You know. So these babies have spongy minds, and they get on everything. But I'll tell you, my real theme song that they say was my theme song as a baby is this record. They say I was Mr. Pitiful.
Baby, that's my name.
Now, I don't think I was Mr. Pitiful. In fact, there's a story that somebody was over the house and I swallowed this bullet by mistake. My mother rushed me down to Mount Sinai Hospital and they took me in and gave me a whole bunch of castor and stuff. And then they brought me out and told my mama, take him home and don't aim him at nobody. He'll be all right. So I had a rough childhood. Now, we're getting ready to get into some deep stuff here. Now, this lady, she had been older lady, and she retired, but she decided one day she's gonna go up in her attic and clean up this attic. She ain't been up in this attic in years. She get up in the attic, she find this old kind of dusty vase, and she dusts it off through, and suddenly this genie appears. She says, wow. So the lady says, thank you, ma'am, for freeing me from that bottle. Any 3 wishes you want are yours. You can have any 3. Of course, she looked at her. She said, I'm 65, retired. She said, I want you to make me into one of them 23-year-old fine, voluptuous, 36, 24, 36 fine girls. She said, your first wish is about to come in. Boom, there she was, standing there. Ooh, she looked good. Had on a tight pair of them chick jeans. She stood up on the edge of her feet. They were so tight. Had on one of them halter tops, and she just looked good. Jeannie said, you got 2 more wishes, baby. She said, She said, I want $1 million in cash on this attic floor. She said, your second wish is about to come in. Boom, $1 million. She just started throwing it up. She said, oh, I got $1 million in cash. I'm fine, 23 years old again. What's my last wish? Suddenly, her tomcat came running through the room. She said, I want you to make my tomcat into this fine young brother. She said, your last wish is my command, and I'm gone. And boom, there he was, standing there. He went over to the dresser. took him a cigarette out and lit it up. Looked at her. He said, you bad. Ran over and grabbed her and took her in his arms and said, now ain't you sorry you sent me to that veterinarian when I was small? Oh, we're going to be live tonight, yes. But now we get into the physical humor part of this. Because my boy, you can't get to 70s without my boy. No, it ain't James. Don't anticipate. It's Micah. I'm out of shape. I can't handle this. Okay, let's ask this question. Black or white? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, Michael does have a problem, don't he? Let's go back again. It's black. The nose is great on him. I love that album. But this is he white? I don't know. And if you've seen the rest of the stuff coming, the music is good, but don't look at the pictures. Michael needs some help. Michael, if you're black or white, we'll both all find out soon. Oh, you out of shape. Man, I can't tell you, I just love to eat. I can't lie. I can't pass up a buffet in town. I mean, if toys, the buffet be hurting you. And then people got the nerve to say, do you walk? Yeah, to the refrigerator. Because, I got it. And I like it. Except, now friends like Tony and them be talking about, all this bad food we be eating and all this pork and stuff. And every time I eat some pork, I just automatically go, pork! And grab my heart. But that sausage be so good. I don't know what to do. And then, I don't know if all of you, but some grits. And don't just have no grits, put some butter in them and some cheese. And then, when you finish eating them, all your veins be going. You be full, but something be happening. Love me some grits. Went down south and they put some red-eye gravy on. hurt you. They had a grit buffet. I killed myself. I was in Georgia, used to travel to Georgia. Georgia got the biggest roaches in the world. In fact, no. Actually, I think downtown Milwaukee got the biggest roaches in the world. I'm serious. Right out here on the river, this is a true story. Before Marshall Field's closed, do y'all know that this brother was caught in Marshall Field? He was stealing. They saw him. They chased him out of Marshall Field. He got ready to cross the bridge, and he noticed the police was coming from both sides. He jumped in the river. And they couldn't find him. They dredged the river. They sent the divers down for him, and they thought he was dead. Couldn't find him. So we'll resume the search the next day. Lo and behold, about 2 o'clock in the morning, a manhole opened up. Brother came out the manhole, flagged down the bus, pulled out $1.50 change, and went home. Only in Milwaukee. So it ain't all that bad down here. But I don't know, you ever notice there's a difference also between city pigeons, city dogs, and city squirrels in them country? You go out in the country, and dogs be like running across the highway, just come on across. And just dare you to hit them. And at 65 miles per hour, it ain't no doubt who's gonna win that race. In the city, dogs be like, did the light turn green yet? And I swear, I was sitting down, you know that park across, Zeidler Park across from Wisconsin Electric? I was sitting there, and them pigeons has got bold in the city. In the country, pigeons will wait till you finish what you're doing and come down and eat your food. Sitting over in the park at Zeidler Park, and the pigeons went, say, you finished with that bread yet? Because when you finish, throw it over here. And I'm telling you, them squirrels will trip you out. Because they can stop on a dime, give 9-cent change in the city. I know, because I tried to get one. I couldn't run him over, went all up on the sidewalk trying to get that bucket. I couldn't get him, he was good. But as we go into this next phase, y'all cold, you know that. Say I done used up only $3 worth. He got 12 left on the ticket. Now you know that's cold. Now you know he go down there to the arena saying something like that, he'd ask me out in the street. Okay, let us move on. Yeah, now this is my favorite family of the 70s, the Jeffersons. Oh, everybody now, come on. I got Jeff, y'all remember Weezy? Weezy had like this. Yeah, George Jefferson.
Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me.
We are family here.
We are family.
We are family here. Everybody, give everybody and sing. Okay, now let's sing a little bit here. Y'all remember the Jefferson song? Okay, let's sing it together now. Now we're moving on up to the east side, to that deluxe apartment in the sky high. Oh, we're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Boy, you can sing that song in times of prosperity, can't you? Boy, but when everybody turn out to be poor, that song ain't gonna be sung no more. You notice they only made 9 years. The Jeffersons, my favorite family. I love Weezy because she was just, I don't know, you know how you have one of them grandmothers just kind of big and just, when you was little, just take you in the arm to just put you up by the bosom and you just go, fellas, y'all can't admit it, but y'all know you be like, Granny, can you hold me? Granny, oh, Granny. I want to go sleep in your arms, Granny. I remember the first awakening I had at 12 years old about sexuality. I was in 8th grade class at Robert Fulton, and we had this teacher. She was fine. I think she had about a 42 chest. And all I remember is all the boys would sit there and go. And she would wear these low-cut dresses. And what we would do when we needed help with our homework, we'd go up to her and say, Miss Jones, can you help me with this? And I just stand back here and I look at her. Boy, I tell you, couldn't even walk back to your seat. You know, at 12, it's so hard to control yourself, boy. But boy, I tell you, that Robert Fulton. At Robert Fulton, we had this man named Mr. Asim, the only Japanese gym teacher in the whole central city of Milwaukee, and didn't take no shit. Mr. Asim would say, hey, you come here. Come here. And then he would do this thing. He had this paddle with holes in it. And he'd make you pull your pants down and bend over, and he'd wind it up. Woof, 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 cha-ya! And then when he pulled it back, half your butt be in it. Mr. Azim, can I have some of my butt back, please? And then they had another Mr. Bonds. Mr. Bonds, one of them bad gym teachers. He didn't worry about Mr. Azim's paddle. He just hit you. Boy, I told you to get over in that volleyball line, did you? Well, Mr. Bonds, boom! Yeah, Mr. Bonds, I'm over there now. And then we had at 12th Street School, down there by Franklin Square, we had a teacher named Miss Ross. Now, I went to Miss Ross' retirement party earlier last year. She didn't remember that belt she used to carry. Now, this was the days of discipline, young people. If you're not used to hearing this, then glad you didn't go to school when I went to school. Because not only would you get a whooping at school, you get a whooping at home. And if somebody at church found out, you might get 3. They catch you mid-block, beat you half to death. She used to carry this belt. I remember this big old dude named Charles in the 5th grade. He was about like 6'2". She took him in the cloakroom, made him pull his pants down, and took the belt and said, "Paya, paya." And we was all out there going, because you couldn't laugh out loud, because you come in too. And then we had Miss Chambers. Miss Chambers was bad. Miss Chambers didn't do the belt. She had one of them 6-foot rulers. She get 4 or 5 kids at one time. Mm-hmm. Y'all stop talking over there. I told you stop talking over there. Check out. And then there was another dude named Mr. He was at Robert Fulton. He was a shop teacher, Mr. Galloway. Ooh, he was terrible. Mr. Galloway he told you to stop talking one time. You know that big old horsehair brush they have that used to brush all the particles off your desk? Take you about 3 days, but you brush it off. Mr. Galloway would sit in his seat and say, "Boy, did I tell you stop talking back there?" And just go, Pachoo. I swear he beat Kane at a throwing. He could have been inside the Olympics or something because he could hit you at 17 feet. Straight upside your head with that brush. Pow! Boy, did we get some whoopings back there. All them people would be in jail today if that happened today. All you got to do is look at a kid the wrong way. They call the police on you. Child abuse, come get them. Well, we lucky because I tell you, my mother still be in prison right now. I'm serious. Because I'm telling you, they will whoop you and talk to you at the same time. Didn't I tell you to get over there? And I told you, and that arm would start flailing and you didn't know what to do because it was no mercy. And you say, "Mama, can you stop hawing like that?" And my father was so crazy because he whooped everybody who was in the house at that time. That included friends. So you would be like friends be over. You say, hey, Billy, man, you better leave, man, because my daddy getting ready to whoop somebody, man. I'm telling you, you better get out of here. Billy said, "Oh, man, your daddy ain't gonna whoop me." About an hour later, Billy, "Your daddy crazy." I don't even live here. The man whooped me. And then on top of that, you remember the line, my daddy, he had you line up, and nobody wanted to be first because the arm was strong then. So everybody was vying to be last. So he got good. You get in line thinking the first one was gonna get it, and you try to get last, he just call out names. So that didn't work no more. Boy, the good old days. Were they the good old days? Yes, they were. Now, we gotta talk, some women, we gotta talk to the ladies now.
Tell you, girl, I dig you, but I just
I saw Aretha last week. How many of y'all saw Aretha last Thursday? And she can sing, can't she?
Don't send me no.
Oh, yeah, gone, girl. Ugh. Fill me up with all those tears. Many bad marriages she done had. She know this song. And if you saw her that night, she ain't got no love handles on. She got love handrails on. Because she looked good. I liked her. I said, go on, Aretha. Yeah, for something to grab onto and don't let go. Yeah, this Dr. Feelgood. How many men out there think they the Dr. Feelgood? Oh, y'all can admit it. Come on, man. Are y'all the Dr. Feelgood in your household? Come on, man. Is anybody going to admit it? Oh, they won't admit it here. Come on now. Yes. Now remember now, she's screaming now. I like this part when she says, oh, God Almighty, the man show make me feel real. Now, ladies, here's your anthem. So let's get ready now. Who?
What you want?
Who?
Baby, I got it.
Who?
What you need?
Who?
You know I got it. All I'm asking is for
A little respect when you get home. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong.
Is he gonna do you wrong?
Ain't gonna
Ladies, this is your anthem. Now y'all gonna just make the R-E-S-P-E-C-T and just it.
all I'm asking.
Now I put a lot of thought into this. I thought I'd have y'all part of the show. See? Okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about to get down. You're right about that. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'm right, and I could be wrong. My own
Got me a Toyota, Jack.
in my song. Butcher, a banker, a drummer, and then makes no difference what.
Okay, windows up. Ooh, baby. Let's close the windows. Put the windows down. No, I can't afford a Toyota, so that's why I'm driving here. A truck. But I thought that, Sly and the Family Stone was the 70s kind of group, wasn't it? They don't do it justice in the commercial. So I think when he says this right here. We got to live together. Now, y'all know that was Sly. Now, okay, we got to live together. Now, this is a part of the show where y'all need to meet each other. So just in the next second, just turn around to somebody. Just get up, talk around, and just say hello and tell them who you are. This is also a networking thing, Y'all might cut a deal up in here. I don't know. I know lots of people, so come on. Now, you got 1 minute. Meet somebody you don't know. Hello. Hi, Daddy. Okay. That was worth $1, wasn't it, brother? Yeah, $1. know, this dude, he had lived up in Wisconsin all his life. In fact, my uncle. And we had to go down south first time in the 70s for a funeral. So he loaded us up in the big old car. He took off from A.O. Smith, big old car. He ride down the highway. We just pull into the Mississippi border. He run into a service station. He jump out the car. Say, fill it up. Attendant look at him, he say, say, boy, I know you from Wisconsin, boy, but you must don't know where you at. Fill it up. He said, boy, let me show you something. Attendant went over and pulled out the silver dollar, threw it up in the air, pulled out his pistol, shot it 6 times through the middle, caught it in his hand. My uncle looked at him, looked over at my auntie. He said, say, Betty, give me that apple out the glove compartment. She threw him the apple. He threw the apple up in the air, pulled out his switchblade, peeled it, cored it, sliced it up, caught it in his hand. Attendant looked at him, he said, how much gas you say you wanted, mister? Because you bad. And ladies, when I played that Aretha, there's some commercials I just don't understand. And maybe men, we ain't never said this, but they got this commercial, and I seen the new one, the new 18-hour bra. Okay? But as a man, I want to know what happens after 18 hours. Ain't nobody told me. I do have a picture, though, of 2 women walking down the street. Say, Brenda, how long you been had your bra on? Oh, girl, since I left for work this morning, girl, you better take it off, it's gonna blow. Shit, you at 19. And then they got this one commercial I don't understand. It's the I can't believe it's a girdle. Because I don't understand. You got to believe you got a girdle on when you weigh 250 and you're looking 200. There's definitely something tight somewhere. You got to believe that thing is on. And then they got this one commercial I love they play every year at this time. You know that one where this woman sleeping in the bed, she is snoozing. And her husband wake up, he says, baby, I gotta go. Can you get me some NyQuil or something? And the chick gets up out of her bed, says, I'll be right back, baby. Go in the bathroom, get him some NyQuil. He goes back to sleep. She's sitting up reading a book. Now I said, I don't know what household they put that in, but that sure ain't happening in my household. You be laying there going, baby, wake up, baby, I'm sick. Baby, please wake up, I'm sick. All of a sudden she wake up and say, you ain't sick no more, sucker. And I'm going back to sleep. No, you ain't gonna wake no woman up in my household like that. You better get your butt up and go get that NyQuil yourself. And then they got this dog food commercial I really don't understand because it says, now check this out, it says, they're human beings telling you how good it is. You don't never hear from the dog. But I asked you, we sometimes say, get that dumb dog away from me. But how can a dog be dumb when he can understand English and we can't speak dog? I'm serious. You tell a dog, get over in that corner and stay there. He go, but in his voice he be saying, I'm gonna bite your butt as soon as I get a chance. But you don't know it because you can't speak dog. And the commercial of the 70s though was Mr. Whipple. Y'all remember? You didn't know toilet paper could be so good till Mr. Whipple was in the house. But the only thing is Mr. Whipple never came to the ghetto. He didn't, never wound up down at Century down there on 20th and Walnut. It'd be a different story for him down there. Some brother walked down there and say, man, what you doing squeezing that paper? You some kind of freak or something? He wouldn't have made it today. Can you see some of the homeboys coming down here? Hey man, you squeezing that paper, that's cold, I like that. That's keeping it real. Yeah. Oh, boy. Boy, I'll tell you, this dude was, he was flying, in fact, he was leaving the bus station, and his bus had about 30 minutes till his bus was leaving, and he just didn't have nothing to do, so he went over, and you know the one of those scales they used to have where you put a penny in it, a dime in it, give you your fortune and everything? Brother stepped up on the scale, put a penny in, ding, card came out. It says, you are a black man, your weight is 165 pounds, you're on your way to New York, your bus leaves in 30 minutes. Brother said, what the hell? Must be somebody in here. Somebody must be looking over my shoulder or something. He looked at it and he said, He said, he saw this kind of dude, one of them hippie kind of dudes walking by. He said, say, hippie dude, come here. He said, step up on the scale. He said, I'm just gonna put them, step on the scale. He said, yeah, right on, man, right on, peace, brother. And he got up on the scale, he put the penny in and ding, card came out. Said, you are a white man, you are a hippie, your weight is 230 pounds, you're on your way to Woodstock, your bus leaves in an hour. He said, wow, groovy, man. Brother said, man, this is something else. He said, say, hippie man, come here, man. Let me borrow some of that stuff you got on. Took the beads and took the headband, put the shawl on, stepped that up on the scale, put his thing in and said, ding, card came out. Said, you are still a black man. Your weight is 165 pounds. You was on your way to New York, but you fool around with that damn hippie and missed your bus. Now, we reached the midpoint when Tyrone was 12. Boy, I know, Lord have mercy, I heard you. I know that's, yeah. See, I know because, I was the one trying to get girls looking like that. That wasn't too good. I'm telling you, we was at 12th Street School, and we had so much fun because St. Boniface was across the street. Y'all remember they used to beat up the kids in the Catholic school, like at least once a year. Just go beat them up because they had better clothes on than we did. And I remember they used to have, you ever read this book, Do Black Patent Leather Shoes Really Reflect Up? Okay, well, you know, in public school, we couldn't afford black patent leather shoes, so me and the brothers, we just put mirrors on our tennis shoes. And it was cool, you know, you be walking, you say, hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Oh, Jennifer, I can see you doing pretty good. Yeah, Jennifer, yeah, you all right with me, girl. And if the girl forgot to put no panties on, that was really something. My mirror always steamed up. And I couldn't see nothing. They did engage. We used to have tackle pom-pom, remember that? Couldn't be no sexual harassment because shoot, the first one out the door, you know, and this year in the snow and stuff, you just see girls, you just tackle them. Then you get a grind in. The girl said, quit it, you nasty. I don't like you. And then they tell me, that ugly boy Tyrone, he tried to tackle everybody. In fact, at this school, this is a true story, I got in a fight with this girl named Ida. Ida was whooping my tail. You know who came to my defense? My sister. My sister laid out. To this day, boy, when somebody mess with me, I call my sister. She whooped up good. I said, go on, sis. She'll never let me forget that. Yeah, I tell you, boy, them were some fun days. Let's see, but who was I and what did I do? Let me just play a little theme song from those days that I think is apropos for who I was. And I'm just going to wipe my face. I'm sweating like a pig. That's because I had 2 pork chops today. These are technological wonders. But you know, if I do the splits right, this is over with. Audience participation, y'all remember this? Remember the Temptation Walk?
You're the entertainer, the entertainer. You're the entertainer, the entertainer. You made them laugh and you left them feeling glad. You made them cry and you left them feeling sad. They've seen you perform in so many plays, but they're not to know you're unhappy today. So they'll never know. Go on with the show, 'cause you're the entertainer.
You can dance in your seat. I know a little few of you that's going, oh, I like that record. That was my jam back then.
The curtain's up and your audience is waiting out there. Now walk on stage, boy, like you don't have a care. And don't let them know that you're feeling so low. Since you girls put you down, you're a sad-hearted clown. But the show must go on and on. You're the entertainer, the entertainer. You're the entertainer, the entertainer. Yeah. That applause, now you
know that applause is something else, and
you fooled them
when you were
for the money they paid. Now walk off in style and don't forget to.
Now you remember them days, but those were the quarter party days. Now all of you in the audience, is educational time. In the black community, when rent was due, and you had to make the, you would come up a few dollars short. What you threw was a quarter party on Saturday night, Friday night. Quarter at the door, and there's gambling in the back, your house get a cut. And people would come and they'd pay quarters to hear your music, because usually one person on the block always had the baddest record player. And they used to buy albums because they worked. You know, that's key thing, they worked. Okay? So you would go down their house, and then in the back of your room, they have a little petty pat game over in the corner, tonk game, that's one of our other favorites. Little bid whist over in the corner. Any bid whist players out here tonight? Yeah, we just, I don't think Dr. Fuller's here, but if he is, he's got a whooping coming, okay. But bid whist and all the bid whist is actually a black folks play. So all of you went to college, black people be over in the corner somewhere, and they'd be playing this card game and hollering and screaming at each other, but it is about love. But bid whist is the grandfather or the grandmother of bridge. And they're played similar. And, it's a trump and all like that. But when you learn to play bid whist, you have to lose friends. Because to teach it properly, you got to bruise egos. And I'll tell you, you could have some fun. And I remember in those days when you would go down in the basement, lights be dim, and you'd be looking around, see a kid like that didn't have a chance unless the lights was low. Lights was low, you could go to music be playing, you walk over and say, can I have this dance? He say, oh yeah. You go out and you start dancing, oh yeah. What's your name? What's your telephone number? Where you live at? Lights come on, she say, oh. They be carrying out saying, I thought he was cute. And all the ugly guys would stand up against the wall as soon as the lights come on. We go like, cut them lights back out so I can get me a dance. And then all the basketball players, all the athletes would come, they take all the women. And so what we did, all the ugly dudes would do, is we would all take our money together and we'd go get us some Lime Rock or something, or one of them MD double 20, And we'd ante up. It'd be like, how much you got? I got a nickel. Okay, I got a quarter. Okay, and then we try to find an adult. Say, man, can you go get us? And he'd have to take a cut, so we got to get an extra quarter. Okay, man, we give you a quarter, man. Okay, get us this. And then you only got so much to drink based on what you put in. And you're like, oh man, you only put a nickel in, man. Give it back. Man, Hey, man, that's a nickel's worth, man. That's all. I'm telling you. Who put the quarter up? Man, you get at least one chug of love. Kaboom. Oh, yeah, you got it, man. You know. Boy, oh, boy, that wine. Wine, what's the thing? Wasn't wine the thing? Boy, you could get you some wine. Lime rock. Remember that white port used to put Kool-Aid in? Boy, get you a pair of that cherry Kool-Aid and go. Shake it up and put this in. Boy, I tell you. And I remember growing up on the north side, I didn't really know what was going on in the town until I went to MATC. Then I went with kids from the south side. And we didn't know what the hell each other was saying. I mean, this English only thing is going too far because I spoke English, at least I thought I did. We would sit down and look at each other, and I would say something, and I would say some slang, and he would say what he would say, and then we looked at each other and said, we don't even understand each other. So we had to come to an agreement that we had to understand each other's language. Now, I lived up on Walnut Street, oh, wait a minute, it's Motown time. Now, remember the Four Tops, right? Now, don't this, when they do this, don't this remind you of Miyagi? And then, because Miyagi said, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. They stole that from the Four Tops. Then you spin her out. Remember them fellas? Bob somebody like, there was a push and pull when you break their wrists, right? Boy, that boy danced too hard. Now this was the song right here. Now this is when you would grab a girl. Remember the slow dance? Now I will show you a real slow dance. Now people know the modern day is to go like this. But back then we used to grab a girl, you start off like this. And then you would do the back break. You say, ho girl, ho! And girls was flexible too. They better gone, daddy, gone. Oh yeah, I can hang with it, so. Oh, the 70s. Hold it. Well, it's time for a transformation. Listen to, I can't get next to you, girl. know how to do the monkey? Get up and do it. You know how to peel a banana? Throw the peel. Eat the banana. Well, I know I'm too old for this stuff. Now, Smokey was a unique one for our day, right? The Smokey could jam either way. Cat named Mickey doing that monkey. Come on, y'all. Mickey's monkey children. Mickey's monkey. Mickey's monkey children. Mickey's monkey children. Lomdy. Wait a minute now. Now, all you fellas out there, admit to yourself that all your best lines to girls you stole from Smokey. This is one we all stole. Excuse me, your name? What's your name, Brenda? Let me tell you something about my people say. I'm the life of the party. I tell a joke or two. And girl, and laughing harder. Deep inside of blue. Girl, listen. So take a good look at my face. You see my smile. Is it all right, girl? Is that what you want? About this time through the record, a girl would say, shit, I heard that on the record. That ain't new. Get you some new rap, brother. Oh, no. Now, for all of you don't know what this record means. See, ladies who are stacked to the point where nothing moves, nothing jiggles, they brick houses. Nowadays, they have a new term. They say they have a nice onion, but I still say they are brick houses. Now, the Commodores, they did it right. Now, what did we do off this record? We did the bump, right? And then you would try to bump the girl somewhere else. You'd be like, go on, girl, get over there. Go on. Go on, get over there. Oh. 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand. Oh, she's a brick house. Now, every fella wants them a brick house. But when they can't get one, they'll sell for anything. Because we is greedy. We can't go without love too long. Don't have to be a brick house. Okay. Now, I'm tired, boy. I won't be doing this again soon. 100 Black Man Frontiers? Y'all getting it tonight, brothers. Cause I feel like I can sleep 3-4 days. And I know my wife gonna say, told your ass. I told you. Mm-hmm. Didn't I tell you get out there and walk? I told you. Told you it was gonna get you. I said, yeah, baby, you right, yeah. Yeah, baby, you right. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the buffet. In fact, that's why this show started early. It'll be dinner time when we over. Yeah, I wanted to, I think we have to have a religious moment tonight. I would like to take you to church right now. Lord made the rivers perfect. He made everything perfect. He made the hills and the mountains perfect. He made everything perfect. 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 Oh, yeah. And in the back, a hunchback stood up and said, "Hey, Rev, what about me?" Rev looked out and he said, "You the most perfect hunchback I ever seen in my life." Oh, yeah. And the Rev got to preaching good. He was gone. And up in the balcony, one of the sisters got the spirit. "Oh, Rev. Oh, Rev." And she tripped over the railing and had to hang on to the chandelier. And the Rev looked up and her dress was hanging, and he said, "Whoever thou looketh up shall be blinded." I'll say it again, "Whoever thou looketh up shall be blinded." And his brother in the back said, "Well, I'm gonna take a chance on the left eye." So today in our church, we have today a special sermon brought to you by Brother Brown. Brother Brown is here today to speak from chapters 1964 through 1969, known as the foundations of funk. Now, wait a minute. I know in church you're not used to hearing the word funk. Well, if you don't put no deodorant on, you funky. And that I'm sure of. So tonight, James Brown is bringing a special message to you. And I'm going to have him start his message with a little song, "Cold Sweat," that I think is apropos for the sermon I'm going to say after he finishes. Now, James has a habit of kind of getting off track sometimes.
You got your high sneakers on.
James, I'm not sure if that's a sermon, James. James, I think that belongs in a tavern, not in the church, James. James, what'd I say?
More than all right.
James, I don't care, James.
You know you're out of sight.
Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Well, James, I want you and Maceo.
In a cold sweat, cut one.
Okay, James.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Go on, James. Good God, I can't stand myself.
Okay, let's get that.
Okay, wait a minute.
Bop, hey, up.
Okay,
Bop,
James.
bop, bop,
James.
hey.
James. I want James, in fact, James, why don't you just go on to the choir? I want Maceo in the choir to hick it up a little bit, and then we're going to come on back to you. Is that all right with you, James? Okay, James, let's get going now. Maceo, you ready?
Bop.
Okay, yeah, James, you holding up the thing here.
2.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, ho.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
Come on. The choir, Maceo. It's Maceo now.
What it was that now? Let him have it.
Oh, the choir, don't the choir sound good, y'all? Let's get a choir sound.
Put it on.
Go on, play it home. Play it home. Oh, the spirit got me now. Oh.
So much slow.
Ooh. Well, that choir sound good. Excuse me while I do the boogaloo.
Sometimes I clown. Back up and do James Brown.
Damn right. Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Sham. Okay, it's y'all audience participation time. Okay, y'all know what to say when we get to say it. Who's the cat that won't stop out when there's danger all about?
Right on. You see, this cat chef is a bad mother.
But I'm talking about Sham. All right.
I never meant to call you any sorrow. I never meant to call you any pain. I don't want to see you like that. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain.
Tribute to Red Fox. Red was the man. Yeah, let's give Red a round of applause and extension with the great ancestors. Oh, Red, I can give homage to the great one. Yeah, you know, this is a song for Richard. Richard didn't shoot nobody. And I'm so tired I can't shoot nobody either.
All around in my old town, they're trying to track me down. They say they want to bring me in guilty for the killing of a dead beauty, for the life of a dead beauty.
happened with that modern technology, you be losing stuff. Now, with modern technology, I thought I'd at least read you. I pulled something off the net the other day. I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought you'd like to hear it. They beamed it down, and I downloaded it. It's a letter from a wife to her husband. She said, "Dear baby cakes, during the last year, our love life has not been at its best. In fact, I have kept track of how many times I tried to seduce you, both when I succeeded and when I failed. Of 365 times I tried to seduce you, I succeeded 36 times, an average of once every 10 days. Below, I'm going to list the reasons why. I failed because you offered these excuses. Wake the children 7 times. Too hot 15 times. Too cold 5 times. Too tired 52 times. Too early 15 times. Too late 23 times. Pretending to sleep 49 times. Windows open, neighbors may hear 9 times. Backache 16 times. Toothaches 2 times. Giggles 4 times. Too full 10 times. Headache 6 times. Not in the mood 21 times. Late show 27 times. Early show 7 times. Company in the next room 25 times. Mud pack 5 times. Reading the Sunday paper 3 times. Have to go to potty 29 times. Of the 36 times I succeeded in seducing you, you chewed gum 6 times. Had grease on your face 5 times. Drunk 4 times. Watched TV 2 times. Told me to wake you and tell you when it was enough and I was through 7 times. Told me to hurry up and get off 12 times. Well, see, and then you got into the other chat room, and the response to the husband from the letter from his wife wrote to the chat room her response. She said, "Dear ex-lover, ex-husband, I am no longer your baby cakes. But I'd like to get something straight, because based on the letter you sent me, I can see that your memory and your math are still very, very bad. Of the 365 days in the year you tried to seduce me, you only attempted to seduce me 41 times. And of that, you only succeeded 3 times. Below, I list the following reasons why you didn't succeed. Not during Lent 3 times. Wishful thinking 6 times. Fell asleep waiting 7 times. Decided to show me how to do it in Hollywood 8 times. Couldn't find it, not yours, mine's, 9 times. Pulled up lame at the post 5 times. I just wanted to get the record straight. Well, they got some heck of some stuff on the net, don't they? Last but not least, I think that we need to, I know it's gotten hot in here, and I think it's time that we check the weather out. It's time to do the black weather report. The weather report today shows, I'm going to start with the United States, because I think we need to start with the big picture. In the United States, in the 1950s, we had this large, low black pressure system coming up from the south. It kind of came up real quick. And when it got here, it created this high white pressure system. And it spawned what is known as the white tornadoes of racism, bigotry, and misunderstanding. Now, one thing about a tornado, you ever notice they won't hit the ghetto. They can have a tornado announcement, it'll skip Racine and go straight to Whitefish Bay. It just won't come down in the ghetto. I don't know what it is, but scared of something, but it ain't coming. But what's happening is this low black pressure system is spreading out in all directions. And it is trying to find itself equal in some way with this high white, and it's spawning all kinds of things. The high white pressure system is moving farther out onto the edges. And it seems that it's being stopped by water. Because it can't go no farther than the water. In fact, some people feel that's why we got space exploration. Somebody leaving us here. So our weather for the day in Wisconsin, as you can see, in Milwaukee, is hot. That's because it's always hot in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is hot, but if this high white pressure system and this low black pressure system don't figure out a way to become one pressure system, to equate the weather into one, to make everything be right, we will all self-destruct. That is the black pressure in the Black Weather Report for today, November 14th, 1997. Oh yeah, we got some creative humor too. Oh yeah, we've been having some fun here tonight. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna kill myself if I go any farther than this. I done did 1 hour and 15 minutes of comedy. Last time I did something was 1989. So I think I was all right for a 9-year lapse. Okay, now it's time for us to get into the finale. Now y'all know that. Let's all say it together. Now say it now. Now you go to him and you go to this guy. And let's say it together again. Well, you know, I think it's that time again for us to have some fun.
Well, I said, oh, now.
Time for us to have some fun with the end of the show.
Hand me down the walking cane, hand me down my hat. Hurry now and don't be late, 'cause we ain't got time to chat. You and me, we're going out, catch the latest sound. Guaranteed to blow your mind so high you won't come down. Oh, get on, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Man, you'll never heard a sound like the rubber band. Man, go down to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Oh, this dude is out of sight. Everything he does seems to come out right. Once I went to hear them play at a club outside of town. I was so surprised, I was hypnotized by the sound his cat put down. When I saw this short fat guy stretch a band between his toes, hey, I laughed so hard 'cause the band got down when it finally reached his nose. Whoa, whoa. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Whoa, whoa. You never heard a sound like a rubber band. Man, you're bound to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Got that rubber band up on his toes.
And then he wiggle it up.
All around his nose. Guaranteed to blow your mind. Then all it used to just keep the time. How in the world did he learn that? Oh, Lord. Well,
Thank you all.
Her heart is broken because life
Let's hear it one more time for Tyrone Pierre.